So yes, as you can see, I made this simple MTN logo with PixelLab. Alright, now this Facebook too was done with the same tutorial. And lastly, this YouTube logo, among many other professional logos I've been designing. Want to know how? Stay tuned, enjoy, let's get started. The good news is, do you know how much I charge for designing this simple logo to just my smartphone? Trust me, you can also be making some passive income with these designing skills. Stay tuned, enjoy. So yeah, this is Max Blueprint, and as usual I bring to you ultimate free knowledge and other money making tips. So right in this video we are going to dive deep into PixelLab tutorials. If you are aspiring to be a graphic designer and don't know how to, then this is your ultimate beginning. Start from this PixelLab free design tutorials, grab the ultimate knowledge, and let's make some passive income with our designing skills. This is just the beginning. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Keep us motivated with your subscription. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll be alerted anytime there is a new video. Now let's get started. At the end of this video I'll be giving a gift. Alright, so stay tuned. If you miss one thing, then it means that you are going to miss the gift as well. Just stay tuned and also grab this free gift I'll be sharing at the end of this video. Alright, so you just go to Play Store and you search for the PixelLab application. Alright, so search for PixelLab. Once it comes, it's PixelLab. So once it comes, then install it. So this is the actual PixelLab application, but then I'll be using the Pro version in this tutorial. So don't get confused, they are all the same, just that the Pro version have some advanced features. Our next lesson is going to be Introduction to PixelLab. Introduction to PixelLab, and as usual I've already told you that PixelLab is an application or a software that helps basic graphic designers to design simply without the use of internet, and it is so accessible with easy tools, and most graphic designers prefer PixelLab because it is the most and easily accessed software for designing, unlike Canva and other pro applications. This one you can access it without the internet, and I'm using the PixelLab Pro version. That is why you are seeing these features, and it is an advanced form of the normal PixelLab you'll be downloading from App Store or Play Store. So now let me quickly take you through everything you need to know about this application. Well, to commence, we have the PixelLab, we have my project. This is my project. This is my project I'm talking about. So with this my project, that is where when you tap on it you see list of various projects you designed with this application. And after my project, the next thing is these buttons. All these things, they are the various things you can do. They are all the templates available. You see, they are all templates available. All these are templates available, and when you are using these templates, it means that you want to use them for your design. You can change it, you can change the templates, and if you want to start a new blank sheet or a new design, then you have to swipe to the far right side. You see, you have to swipe to the far right side, then here is it. You can start and tap on it to create a new sheet for you. Now let's say we want to start our new design and we want to understand how basic things are done using the PixelLab application. First, let's go to the button, the columns here. We have two. This one, the capital A1, the one like A. This one is used to edit text. This A is used to edit text. So let's say I want to create a text, and this is the text that I want to create. I want to create Ghana. This is the text. Then you press on OK. You can make it small letters by tapping on this. You can use small letters by tapping on this small T and capital T. You get it. So when you are done, small letters or capital letters, when you are done, then you press on the OK over here. Here is Ghana. Let me bring Ghana to the middle. You can rotate it anyhow you want to suit your design. This is Ghana. Now I'm saying if you press on the A, you will get various tools to edit it. The first one is the edit button. This edit button, you tap on it and you can edit the text. Let's say I want to add full stop, you get it, so edit. And the second one is delete. You delete the text, and if you mistakenly delete a text, you can also bring it back by tapping on the undo button over here. So you tap on the undo button and the Ghana will come back. This is copy. If you want to duplicate a text, then to front, this allows you to bring a text or an image back or front of another thing. So for example, let's say there is this image. If you want to add an image, you see, you tap on this button, this plus button over here, the plus button. When you tap on the plus button, and we have text, current date, all these things. We have the draw, we have gallery, we have shapes, text, current date, and text. The text is used to add text, and the sticker, you can create stickers, you can add shape, and you can add from gallery. So I want to add an image from my gallery. I just tap on the from gallery and it will automatically pop up my galleries. So after it pops, let's say I want to edit this text. This is the image. Let me take this one. This is the image. You see, this is the image. I've already removed the background. This is the image, and we can see that the image has covered the Ghana over here. The image has covered the Ghana. So if I want to bring it to the front, let me reduce the size so that I can edit the text as well. So the image has covered the Ghana. If I want the Ghana to come on top of the image, all I need to do is to tap on the Ghana and come to front. Realize that the Ghana is now on top of the image. Then if I tap on to back, realize that it's now at the back. That is it. That is the use of the to the front and to the back. And now let's go to position. These positions, they are used to move left, right, up or down. Left, right, up or down. When you are done, then you tap on this button, prove that you are done, and it will automatically finish. This is relative position. If you want to move a text or an image to the far left, you see, to the far left, relative position. If you want to move an image to the far left, let's say it's in the middle, you tap on this far left. This is to the far left. This is to the far up. This is to the center. This is to the far right. This is to the middle or down button. This is to the far button. Now we have understood. Let's try it. This is to the far left, to the center, to the far right, to the down button, to the middle button, and to the up button. This is the middle button. You get it? And then this one is the up button. That is the relative position. You can move a text or an image, and we have the position as well. We have already talked about the position. Now let's go to the size. The size is to increase the size of a text. If you want to increase the size of the text, you just tap on this size. You can increase the text. And after tapping on this size, we have the paddling. That is to move a text. You can use it to move text left or right to suit the specific design you want. And after the paddling, we have color. You can select various colors depending on your design that you want to see it. And beneath the color too, we have gradients. Here is the gradients. If you tap on the gradient, it means you want to use multi-colors, different colors, you see. But in case your color is not in, you can tap on the plus sign over here. You can tap on this plus sign. When you tap on the plus sign, you can generate your own color you want to use for the design. Now that you've talked about color, you can also edit just a portion of a color. Yes, I want only the GH. I want to make only that color, let's say green, and I want to make the NA. I want to change only that color and make that color white or black. That is it. Now that we are done, we have texture. texture is if you want to apply the color of an image to a text, you just tap on the texture. If you tap on it, it will bring you to your gallery. Let's say I want to use this color. I want to apply this color. I want to apply. Let me just select any color. I want to apply the colors of this image. If you tap on it, you will see the color as reflected on the image. That is texture. So if you don't want it to be so too, you just tap on the delete. Here is the delete. To delete the texture you just applied, and it will come back to the normal side. We also have opacity. Opacity is to reduce the brightness of the text. Can reduce the brightness of a text. Can reduce it, increase it, or decrease it according to suit, rotate, to move a text 360 degrees, or just to suit the design you are making. Get it? Then we also have, I don't want the video to be long, that's why I'm briefly brushing through it. We also have mask. Mask is used to cut out certain parts. Let me first cancel it. Now let me rotate it well. Mask is used to cut out certain parts of text or image. Where is the mask? This is the mask. When you tap on the mask, it is used to cut out certain parts of an image. So let's say I want to cut out half of this image. I just set it to 8 and tap on it. You will realize that it has removed portion of the Ghana text. If I want to bring it back, I just tap on the undo, then we are done. So now after the mask we have, so after the mask we have fonts. If you want to change the fonts, we have various fonts available with PixelLab. I'm saying mine is upgraded version, so I'll get varieties of fonts available. But if you are using the normal PixelLab, you will get limited version and you can still use it. So this is Obelix. I want to use Obelix to change the fonts. And after fonts, we have style. Style is the formatting. If you want to bold it, italize, or underline it. So we have bold, italize, underline. Just as we have been doing in computing, very, very simple. So this is it, the bold, italize, and the underline. Now that we are done, let me go back and move to curve. If you want to curve a text, let's say you are creating a logo and the circular logo, and you want to curve a text around the logo, this is the option to use. That is the bending percentage of a text. Then let me bring it back to normal, the 0, and let's move on. Background is if you want to add a background color to the text, so you enable it first. Let's say I want my background color to be black, or my background color to be red, my background color to be blue, depending on what you want to do. That is the background color. You can also use gradients. That is the multicolors. Let's say this is the gradient I want to use. The gradients, multicolors, and it will be done perfectly for you. We also have the align. As usual in CT, we know align, left alignment, middle alignment, right alignment. We are done. Justify to, that is the middle. Then we are done. Spacing, that is the spacing of letters. If you want to stretch letters, and words, since it's a single word, let me add another word to it so that we have Ghana, let's say Ghana go. Then we have 2 words. If you come to space and you come to words, you can stretch the word, or you can contract it and make it together. So word, and if you want the letters to stretch the letters, so let me bring it back together. Now we have line spacing. Line spacing is when texts are arranged vertically. That is if words are arranged vertically. So this is Ghana. Let me add another text. Nigeria. So this is Ghana and this is Nigeria. So if there are 2 words and you want to line space, let me add the text to the Ghana go. Let me add Nigeria as well. Let me add Togo. Now this is Ghana, Nigeria, and Togo. If I want to create space between these 3 words, all I need to do is to come to the line spacing, and you realize that I'll increase it. As I'm increasing it, then there are spaces coming. As I'm sending it back, then it's going. As you can see, that is the spacing button. You also have the stroke. The stroke, if you want to create outlines to a text. Now check the appearance of the images well. Check the appearance of the text. Check the appearances well. You realize that there will be new outlines coming. As I tap on this, there will be new outlines. You see, there are new outlines around the letters. Then you can change the outlines to their color. If I want the outlines to be red, you will realize that it's changing. I want it to be white. I want it to be this color. You can select your preferred color. And the shadow too, if you want to create a shadow to a text, you can also change the color of the shadow, just like the outline. So simple. When you get time, navigate through the PixelLab to understand its usage. The inner shadow, yes, if you want to create a shadow within the text, that's the inner shadow. That is the inner shadow. Then we have the emboss. If you want to create 3D of a text, and it will emboss on it depending on the ratio you want. It will create it perfectly. But this is used when you are creating, let's say you are doing another design. You get it? So the emboss is not needed now. Then this is the perspective. As usual, you know the perspective already. You realize that it will make it appear in a perspective form, where you can be stretching and be looking at a projected angle of the text. You see, that is the perspective. That is the use of the perspective. So perspective is not needed for this design. Let's say I'm needing a perspective. You can see, you see, but after the perspective too, we have, after perspective, we have 3D rotate. You see, you can rotate the text in its 3D form. You also have the 3D text. If you want to create a 3D text, that's where you can see the three-sided figures of the text. That is it. That is the 3D for the 3D effect. And after the 3D effect, you also have the shadow, 3D shadow. You see, that's the 3D shadow appearing beneath. Here's the 3D shadow appearing beneath. Here's the shadow. Here's the shadow. Here's the shadow. You are seeing, that's the shadow. So now that we are seeing the shadow, let me say I'm not reading it, so I cancel it. You also have the reflection. You also have the reflection. Here is the reflection. You can see the reflection too beneath. The reflection of the Ghana, Nigeria, Togo. That is it. So now that everything is, we have seen everything over here. Let's move to this side. This side, you can add stickers. You can add stickers to a text. You can add emojis to a text. See, here's sticker. You can add emojis, and you also have, you see, I've selected the emoji. Let me go back. We also have draw. That is if you want to draw anything. You see, you also have the draw. You can draw anything. Let's say you want to draw something to suit the design you are doing. You can change its color too, and once it's done, you have the eraser. You can erase portions of the drawing. You can increase the size to erase huge. You see, then we are done. Smoothness to everything. You can see everything clearly. I don't want the video to be long. So after the draw, let me deselect it. After the draw, we have shapes. This is it. If you want to get varieties of shapes, just tap on the small triangle over here. This small triangle. Tap on this small triangle over here, and you will see varieties of shapes. You can circle. You can change the color of the shape to be red. You also have triangle, depending on the shape you want. So you can combine various shapes to create a nice design to help and suit your client. Let me deselect it. Then let me deselect it first. So the shapes too, you have arrow. This is the arrow. If you want to use an arrow, you see, make sure you think about the design you are doing when it will be needed. Don't just be using anything at all. This is for the sake of teaching you various elements of the PixelLab. That is why I'm just creating it like that. So you can change the shapes of arrow depending on what you want to do. There are various arrow sizes to can increase or decrease it. Then when you are done, now let's go to the next thing over here. We have this is color. This is for the background. This duplicated two square over here overlapping. I'm talking about this one. These two squares over here. These two squares over here, overlapping squares. That is, when you tap on that, is you want to you want to create the background. It's purposely for the background. So when I tap on color over here, when I tap on this color, you realize that it will change the color of the background. Let's say I want the background to be red, background to be black, background to be white, background to be what, depending on what you want to do. And also when I tap on transparent, no color will be available. So this is the JPG form of the design you are doing. We'll talk about JPG later. This is transparent design. And image size, you can create a custom image size for your design. This is the width and this is the height. So let's say I want to customize the width and use, let's say I want to use the width 1200 by 2500. Realize that it has changed. You get it? So let me go to the default image size. That is the 1280, the square 1280. That is the square image. You realize that here is it too, depending on what you want to do. And we also have image. That is various templates of backgrounds available. We have various templates of background depending on what you want to do. You might not get exactly what is here because mine is upgraded version of PixelLab. So if you want the upgraded version too, you can text me and I'll help you get this upgraded version. Then if you can use the normal version too, you are comfortable with it. You have various backgrounds to seal the design you want to use. You can also use exercise book depending on what you want to do. Now let's go back from gallery. If you want to import an image from your gallery as your background, so you tap on the from gallery, then it will automatically load the background. So let's say I want to use this image as my background. I want to use this image as my background, and as usual it's there from camera. That is, if you want to snap a picture of your, that is it. So it's not needed over here. Now let's go back. Now that we have accessed it, we come to this portion to this button. That is what we are talking about. This button. So you tap on this button. It's used to edit the appearance of an image or a text. This is, you see, or the background. That's for the background. For example, if you have selected contrast, it can, as you can see, you see saturation to, just as we have been editing our pictures, they are also here. Brightness of the background, it can send it high or low, then strive to very simple. When you get time, use all these buttons. And now that we are done with all the button features, now that we are done with everything over here, we are done with all the buttons over here, let's move to the top as well, all the top features as well. Now let's start with this one. Let's start with this specific button, the small pencil over here. It is used to edit text. Let's say if you want to create a text and you can edit it. Let me first create a text. Here is the text too. Immediately you tap on the plus, then you tap on it, it will edit the text. Let me use the new text as, let me create 5 is the new text. So you see, it can edit a text, copy it, small letter or capital letter, color, and very simple tools that are also here. Then this is delete. If you want to delete the text, you tap on it and it will delete it. So delete the selected object. Yes, this is undo. I've already talked about undo, and this is mask. If you want to position something and you are not getting the position very well, you can use this. You can use the graph to position the image or the objects accordingly. So I can use it to position something to fit the specific design that I need. And this is zoom. This is the zoom button. You see, it can, if you want to zoom a text or something that you are doing, you can use the zoom button. It will be increasing. Since I've not selected the text, you won't see it here. And this is the panel. The panel. So if I tap on this panel, it should be able to tell me all the layers I've used, and it is used to lock. You can lock it. So now you can see that, let me move, you can see that the triangle is moving, and when I tap on this and I lock the triangle, it can't move. You see, the triangle can't move no matter how hard I try, it can't move. And let's say I want to also lock the Ghana, Nigeria and Togo. You see, it also can't move. That is it. So if you are designing something and it keeps moving unnecessarily and it is disturbing, you just use this layer to lock it. You can lock the background, you can lock everything at all. So now let me unlock them so that we will continue. Now let me unlock them. So this button over here, when you tap on it, you can see various options. You can use the image size. This is very simple. You can use image from gallery full screen, and they are easy to understand. Also, when you tap on this one, you'll be able to create varieties of quotes. Let's say you want to create a motivational quote and you don't have any idea, you can select the various quotes available. You see, you can get motivational quotes, success quotes, friendship quotes, inspiration quotes, all from this button. When you tap on the inspiration, the small triangle over here, and you also have the language. You can change the language as well. So you can change the language to French and it will automatically change. So we are using English. And let me select this simple quote over here. Always desire to learn something new. You tap on it and it will be here. You see, that is the text. That is the text. You get it. Always desire to learn something. It is in a perspective form as we did. And we also have the share button on PixelLab. The share button over here. You tap on it and it will be able to share your image or save it to gallery. Or you are not needing it now. So let me go back, and this is the save. Let's say you are done with your project. When you tap on it, you can either save it as project or save it as image. But you first need, as a graphic designer, you first need to save it as a project. You see, you first need to save it as a project. Why do we save it as a project? Because maybe you might mistakenly do something and you want to come back and edit it. So if you save as a project and you give it a project name, the project name is Ghana. The project name is Ghana, then it will save it. So after saving, you come back to your project and you realize that there will be a new project, my project. That is the project name Ghana, and it will load it. Have you seen it? And you can also save it to image. You can save as image. When you come over here, you can change the let's say you forgot to use the dimension of a design. You can change the dimensions before saving it. And this is the JPG, no transparency, the PNG and the JPG. We will talk about them in the main class, so don't worry. So you can also share it quickly without saving. You can share it to WhatsApp, Instagram, Google+, Twitter, or anywhere. Then you tap on save to gallery and it will be saved to your gallery immediately. It will be saved to your gallery immediately. Now let's wait as it's saving. So now that it has been saved, something about PixelLab is that when you are done with a project, on PixelLab, and let's say you forgot to even save it, when you come back and you search PixelLab, it will automatically load your previous work you have done. That is one thing I love about PixelLab. So an auto save of your last session is available. You want to recover it, then yes, you quickly recover everything we did previously. So that is the introduction to PixelLab. This is a basic lesson I want you all to try, and we will use this to create our first logo, simple business logo. Just stay active to learn more. Thanks again for your time.
So yes, now that we have known where all the elements, buttons and tabs are located and their purposes, let's start simply by designing logos. That is simple logos, other companies logos. When we keep practicing this, meaning we can do more and advance our skills to the next level of creativity. Now we know where to locate our shapes, so you just import shapes, then you tap on the small triangle over here to change your shape to circle. All right, once you change the shape to circle, the Facebook color is blue. Yes, I think I'm right with this blue. Then you tap on the correct button. All right, once you are done, increase the size a bit, then increase the size a bit. After increasing the size, make sure you center it to the middle. So you use the relative position, the middle one, center it into the middle. When you are done, then you lock it. Now you can lock it to avoid unnecessary adjustment and movement. The next thing to do is that we are coming to write text. That is the Facebook F. All right, so the Facebook F. So you just tap on this F, use the small letter F. All right, then import it. Once Alright, so then I write the F. Now here's the F. It's too small to adjust it, so I just need to increase the size here to the fullest. Alright, yes. Now this is the height, the maximum size it can reach. I wish it could go more, but this is the maximum size. Alright, and you use this one to adjust it further. Alright, now the next thing to do is to change the color to white. Change the color to white. Once the color is changed to white, bring it down to cover the to cross the down part of the circumference. All right, now decrease the circle a bit. Make sure you unlock it and decrease the circle a bit. The next thing to do is that we're coming to decrease the circle a bit. Then you center this to the middle. You center the circle to the middle. Then you center the F2 to the middle. Alright, so you center it to the middle. Great. Then you bring it here. So this will be a simple Facebook logo. As you can see, this is very nice and a simple Facebook logo made with creativity. Great. Now let's continue. Make sure it's in the middle. Yes. So you just tap on this one to save it as image or project, depending on what you want. So now we are done with Facebook. Remember, this is Max Blueprint. Please, if you haven't subscribed, use few seconds to subscribe and leave a like as well. Now we are going to YouTube logo. YouTube logo is so simple to design, and you just just go to your shapes. Then when you get this, all right, when you get this, it is once a shape is imported, it is white. So let's change the color to blue so that we will know. We will see what we are doing. Then you adjust the radius a bit, because it shouldn't be a vertex pointed. All right, it should be curved a bit. Yes, so once it's curved a bit, you now change your color to red, but I think this red is too weird. All right, so you tap on this one to adjust the red a bit to get the actual YouTube color red. Great. So once this is done, you can now adjust it to form a rectangle. It shouldn't be a square. Great. So something perfectly like this. Then you center it to the middle as well. Always center it to the middle. Now that it's in the middle, the next thing to do is that we are coming to import another shape, which is going to be a triangle. All right, triangle. So you tap on the small arrow over here, then you grab the triangle button, change the size small, and you make sure the triangle is already white, which is what we need. You change the direction to something like this. Let the two edges of the triangle point left, and center this one too in the middle. Then let this one come a bit. Good. So this will be the YouTube logo. Something something similar, and I believe if you have to check it carefully, it will be exactly this. So let me reduce the size of this a bit. Let me just reduce the size. And reduce this one's to size a bit. Yeah, so this is YouTube logo. If in case you want to write it to, no problem, you can just write it. If you have written the Facebook, you just write YouTube. If you have written the Facebook one, and change the color to red. Change the color to the red. Then increase the size. Alright, the color to red or black, any is acceptable according to what you need. You can also change the font and choose a suitable font for this. So let me go to font and let me choose the font I've imported. So something like this. So this will be a simple YouTube logo, very nice, and you can also try it as well. Now, don't forget to subscribe because that keeps us working hard for you. Let's move on to the next logo. Now that we have learned how to create a simple Facebook and YouTube logo, now let's come to our own Ghanaian companies. Alright, some of our own Ghanaian companies. So let's take a logo like MTN. Now let's assume we want to create the MTN. Remember, everything down on this PixelLab is with a combination of the shapes and some various elements. Alright, so with the MTN logo that we want to create, make sure you choose your background to be white. Alright, now we know how to, I'm not using arrows anymore because we have understood how to navigate through the various elements. So you make sure you choose the background color to be yellow. Then the next thing to do is that we are going to import a shape, and that shape, make sure you change it to circle. Alright, you can either use this or you can adjust the radius to complete a circle. Then you extend this to be in the form of an oval. Alright, so let it be in the form of an oval. So something like this. Then make sure it is in the middle. Then you change this color to be blue, the MTN blue. So this blue is okay. Then the next thing to do is that you after changing it to blue, tap on this arrow to position it to the middle. Now that it's located in the middle, we are coming to get the MTN letters. The MTN letters. So now edit text. Then you write the MTN. Okay, bring it inside this, extend it to fit partially into it, not to fully occupy the space. Alright, then you change the color of this to white. First change the color to white. Now make sure you italize it. So you go to style and you tap on italize to italize it. Then you are going to change the font to fit just like MTN font. Alright, so you are going to use the font called Beba Snail. This is the font I would prefer using for this. Then something like this, since you see, once you use this font, part of the end is cropped. So make sure you edit it and bring a space over there because it is italicized. That is how it will do. So once you use the space, it will take it out. So now with MTN, you realize that the T in the middle is yellow. Let's first send this to the middle, the relative position to be centered in the middle. Then now go to color. Then for the color, you scroll up and highlight only the T, but you want to change the color of only the T. Alright, so once it is highlighted, then you select the yellow color. So this is the yellow color, something nice, MTN. But we are not done. Remember, there is a red small rectangle beneath the T. Alright, so there are two ways to do this. You can either use a shape, resize this to the tail of the T and place it beneath to fill the red. So let's try the shape on. So you can either use this shape. Alright, you resize it to fill the size to be the complete size of the T. Change the color to red. Then you tap on this. So you make sure you resize it. You first resize it, then you rotate it to fit the color of the T. Then you now bring it beneath, something like this. let it cover the entire space of the T. Alright, so this will be it. Mine is somehow not straight, alright, but with yours it should be straight. You can use this rotator, or you can select the small shape over there. Use the rotator, the rotate button, to rotate it and fit it perfectly. Just like how the T is slightly. I can see the button of the yellow over there. Then you now use this position button, bring it down a bit. Alright, so I think something like this will be okay. Or the next thing you can use is to mask out the base of the T. So let's edit this rectangle. Let's use another element called the mask. So the mask, you first select the MTN, then you scroll to mask, select the mask. So what this mask does is that it takes out some portion of a text, a shape, or anything you are designing. Alright, so bring it down first, don't let it take out. Alright, so you are taking out portion of the T, then you bring this place, you take it away from the N and the M, so that, yes, take it away from the N and the M, and you bring it down a bit. So realize that the T has been cropped. Then you can now bring in the shape we were talking of. Alright, the shapes we were talking of previously. But when you use this idea, it will be better than using the shape on top. Then you resize it. After resizing it, the next thing to do is that you can use the rotator, or you can just adjust it here. Resize it. Then you make sure the entire base is aligned with the entire letters. Alright, so just edit it. Let me see. So I can also use the relative resize button. Great. So you see, something like this is okay, but you can see it is too, the red shape has extended the entire lines of the MTN. So what you do is that you can use the mask again. So you select it, you select only this, then you use the mask again to take that portion out. Alright, so use the mask again, then it's going to take that portion out. Or better still, you can also reduce it here. This thing selecting has become. I think something like this is okay. Alright, something like this, if I'm to focus on this too much, it's going to delay. And when you get time and you are doing it, make sure you do it well. Alright, so this will be a simple MTN logo we have designed. I hope you practice too. Don't forget to subscribe for more things.
And yes, for the surprise, I need first 10 people that will subscribe to this channel, like, and give any comment about what you have learned so far, and I'll text you privately with my 3 PixelLab Premium available. I have the PixelLab Gold, PixelLab Yellow, and the PixelLab Pro version. Just subscribe, give any comment, and like it as well for these gifts. Don't miss any episode.